Hola amigos, Jim here from Spanish and Go, your resource for learning real-world travel Spanish. And today I wanted to talk about an interesting topic. Am I cheating? Do I have some sort of unfair advantage by learning Spanish because my wife is Mexican? Let's talk about that today. So I made a video recently entirely in Spanish, which we don't always do on this channel. We want to give you some opportunities to practice your listening skills, but we actually will be announcing an opportunity for you to do so very soon. So stay tuned. On this channel, we try to give you real-world situations, and there are a number of videos where we're doing that in restaurants, showing you how to order food in Spanish, how to order coffee, how to make a reservation at a hotel, all of these things. That's really what we feel is the heart of this channel. So you've probably heard me speak Spanish before if you've been watching for any amount of time. Otherwise, I can leave a card to the video I'm talking about in question. But someone left a comment, something along the lines of, "Claro que está mejorando, está casado con una mexicana." Now, I want to address this because it's not the first comment I've gotten like this. Let's talk about how you actually get better in Spanish. So this topic is really interesting to me because Mai and I have several friends who are international couples or multilingual couples, and we've gotten to see lots of different examples of different levels of language ability through our friends. Now, we're not gonna name any names, but it's interesting to note that it's not always the case that you just marry someone who speaks another language and all of a sudden you're going to be fluent in that language. In fact, we know several people who just are not all that interested in learning their spouse's native tongue. And there's plenty of middle ground too. Oftentimes the couples we know will learn enough of their spouse's native language to communicate comfortably enough, but not necessarily become fluent or excel at that second language for them. And that's perfectly fine because everybody has their own language goals. Oftentimes, in all kinds of different things in life, you only learn enough to be good enough at what you're trying to do, right? Like, just because you know how to cook a meal doesn't mean that you aspire to be a world-renowned chef. You just have to get the job done so that you can eat, right? But there are also examples of people like Justin from Los Perms who learned Spanish to a very high level without being married to a native Spanish speaker. It's really incredible. You should check out his Spanish. I'm thoroughly impressed because he didn't have that advantage like I do, right? But he was motivated enough to take his Spanish to a really high level to where I think he could probably fool a number of people for being a native Spanish speaker, even though he's not. But the reason why I wanted to make this video was to motivate you, to let you know that the level of Spanish you wish to achieve, whatever your goals are totally in your hands. They're within reach, no matter if you are married to a native Spanish speaker or not. If you don't have anybody in your life to practice your Spanish with on a daily basis, there are always options to find opportunities and to find people you can practice with. It's just a matter of how serious do you want to take learning Spanish. And it's not a matter of just throwing money at the problem. You can't expect to just buy a course or a bunch of class credits and that your Spanish is going to improve from there. No, you have to take notes, you have to do the course, you have to practice afterwards and push yourself. The journey towards fluency in any language is full of embarrassment, and you just have to learn to embrace that and push forward. Nobody starts learning a language and becomes fluent the next day, or nobody learns a language and even after years of practice never makes a mistake. It just doesn't happen. People make mistakes in their native languages all the time. So don't shoot for perfection, shoot for improvement over the long haul. You have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. The first time I planned a trip to Mexico to meet with Mai, who I'd never met in person before, I was nervous. I had everybody in my life basically against me. They were worried about the safety in Mexico and what's gonna happen. You've never met this person before and you're not fluent in the language. There was a lot of doubt surrounding that first trip, and I took it anyway. I had to step out of my comfort zone, and I'm so glad I did, because if I didn't, I kind of doubt I would be fluent in Spanish today. I'd probably be stuck in Minnesota in my recording studio, maybe casually practicing Spanish, but I certainly wouldn't be to the level I'm at today because I never decided to go out and make friends in Spanish or make friends with native Spanish speakers. Fast forward to present day, and I push myself in Spanish every single day. I've made Spanish my life. In fact, the 10 minutes or so you see me speaking English in a video on YouTube here is the most English I speak in my life, other than when I'm calling home. Mine, I speak Spanish all day, every day. We live in a Spanish-speaking territory, and that's what I wanted for myself. I want to embrace the local culture and learn Spanish the best I possibly can. But you have to take that risk. You have to step outside of your comfort zone. So if you want to learn Spanish with us like I did, you can join us on a Spanish immersion retreat in Mexico. We have 3 locations. I'm gonna leave a link below to where you can find out more about that. We have the whole itinerary and everything there for you to see, along with multiple testimonials of people who have joined us in the past. But at the end of the day, it's all about you and your goals. You can achieve whatever you put your mind to, whatever situation you are in. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments what you are struggling with your language goals right now. And thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And remember, el camino es el destino. The journey is the destination. Nos vemos pronto.